I was just like, I didn't know what to do. But I just knew, I was like, I never wanted to be married.
She's trying to embarrass him into divorcing her.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation. He gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
By now, everyone knows that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's marriage has not been traditional. Jada herself publicly admitted that she stepped outside the marriage, what she famously called an entanglement, but according to Brother Bilaal, that admission was only the surface. He claims the list of men involved was much longer. He also claims that some of the names are far more recognizable than people realize.
I saw some of the video. Mind you, when Jada at the house...
Was any of them allegedly MC Light?
Yes.
I just had that was just
why didn't you let me say that?
That was just my own opinion.
Come on,
I had no dog in this fight.
Oh, goodness.
But I always felt like, in my opinion, that her and MC Light kind of had something going on, and they used men, Will and MC Light's husband, to cover it up.
So,
and then we had a lady that came to sit on the show that said she saw MC Light and Jada at a known gay club for lesbians in Hollywood all the time.
So let me just put it like this, because the tapes are going to surface. The tapes are going to surface.
I don't want to watch them. That's illegal.
Oh no, listen. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The tapes are. That's why they reported it stolen, but they didn't report me as the thief, right? But now let me tell you how I saw the tapes. So when Jada's home at Will's house, not her other house, she allegedly has her wine. She has her something called Tushy. It's like a pink thing. It's popular in Colombia as well too. But it's like you get. It's like that mix, right? It's big in Colombia, right? And she got her ayahuasca or whatever it is, and she got her mushrooms. So she got her psychedelics, all that stuff. So she's sitting down here watching, playing with herself, and high as a kite, right? Not caring who's in the house, whether kids watching, nothing. She's in her own world. So that's how I was able to see the tapes. This is why she think I saw them, and I saw some things that were unreal, and I saw celebrities on the tape.
Ooh.
So
one of the first people he mentions is actor Alfonso Ribeiro. If Bilaal is to be believed, Jada did some truly horrible things to him in the bedroom.
And in that video, he is begging her to stop, right? And she's telling him to shut up, right? And on that video, Jada had on Timberlands and a fitted baseball cap with the strap on, right? And the reason why she got so much hate for Alfonso Ribeiro is because they dated way before. I'm not even gonna say dated, went it out a couple of times together, right? And allegedly something must have happened because Alfonso always had money. So back then Jada was broke, and you know that through your interview with Laverne.
Bilaal also claims Tyrese Gibson was involved with Jada during her marriage to Will. He says recordings exist that will back up what he is saying. According to Bilaal, when those recordings come out, it will be impossible to keep calling his story a lie. He also names Charlie Mack, saying his connection to Jada was not speculation. Bilaal claims that even when certain men were not physically seen together, Jada was still in the room telling them what to do to each other.
Tyrese was on there.
I'm so glad Tyrese ain't got no money to sue me right now.
And Charlie Mack was on there with Will. And allegedly, I would appear to be Tyrese with Will and Jada. Then the one with Charlie Mack and Will, Jada's not on it, but you can hear her say, make him spit up, period. So when these tapes come out, people will know I'm telling that.
Then there is Briar Gray. Bilaal claims Jada's relationship with Briar went far beyond rumors. He says legal paperwork, including a mutual NDA, exists. According to him, once that NDA became a potential liability, the pressure to silence him increased quickly. Instead, he filed court documents under penalty of perjury. He says he is willing to face jail time if even one claim is proven false.
I'm there. We're trying to talk through our problems at his birthday party. Me and Will are together trying to talk to all this stuff that's going on, this alleged hard drive that they think I have with all these people on it. me potentially about to sue, me about to expose the mutual NDA that I had with Bashir Gray.
So this was after my interview.
This was way before your interview. So
okay.
we've been going on for.
Because I remember, because she said, Jada Pinkett Smith specifically said in the Breakfast Club interview, you recall her words, that there's been some legal back and forth.
Yeah, we tried to work it out.
And you have text messages here from Jamal asking if Charlie wants to talk to you.
Oh, this is late. Oh, see, it's so much information.
To do a 3-way call. I downloaded WhatsApp again. But go ahead.
Okay. So where were we at? What were we talking about? That just threw me off a lot. Damn. Oh, okay, yeah. So he invited me to his birthday party in King Richard premiere. It was a private screening. And at this, and this is inside the legal paperwork of the civil harassment lawsuit against Jada. So she comes up to me, put her finger right in my face with her nail, right? And told me that I better stop telling her business, keep my mouth shut, or I was gonna catch a bullet and a beat down. So right there, that's already violence, right? And then it's already threats and everything. So I said, okay, no problem. I didn't say nothing. I didn't hit her. I didn't do anything. But I already knew that I was gonna make my move. So let's get into this lawsuit with Jada. So we talked about that one incident. We talked about her being embarrassed about the Tasha K interview that went viral globally. Okay. So that's one thing. Then Charlie Mack contacted my friend saying that Will and Jada wanted to pay me to write a retraction, and then him sending the retraction over to my friend, right?
And you said?
I said, no, I'm not gonna do it. They were ready to pay me the money in 24 hours.
Brother Bilaal insists this is not about clout or revenge. He says it is about the truth and about how Will Smith was humiliated publicly while people behind the scenes worked overtime to protect Jada Pinkett Smith's image.
40 years. I put in here about where TMZ, listen what they did to me. Well, I already told you. So, but just for your listeners, Will's reps claim he didn't have sex with Dwayne Martin, right? And then inside the article, people can just go back and see it. TMZ put, oh, we don't even know if there's any connection between me and Will. Come on, man. Come on, TMZ, y'all playing. Now, I'm reporting y'all to the FCC, right? Because y'all lying to people. You could have did a quick Google search and see, I got multiple movie credits with Will. I'm in the book, and if you go to my Instagram, that seals it right there.
TMZ is bought and paid.
Right. So in my opinion, So in my opinion, they was giving TMZ a couple of those dollars. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now, so we thinking everything is over, right? After my accident, nobody's hearing from me. The Diddy stuff comes to light. Okay, so now everybody is separating themselves from Diddy. I go to my computer. I remember I went to a freak off party with Will. Well, I went to a party, but after the party became a freak off, right? So I send that out to every press person, right? Somebody picks the pictures up and put Will at Diddy's party. Will sitting up there.
Oh, you with the naked girl?
Yes,
and stuff on the table?
yes.
Yeah, I remember that. They was eating fruit off the naked.
Right, because they were saying, oh,
that was an all-white party.
Yep. I forget where it was at, but all I know is I had the pictures, and when I sent the pictures out, they were everywhere. Now, Will, then after that, everybody's going in. Now, I could tell you what happened.
He said on a stage with fake AI fans that he has never, ever been to a Diddy party.
Okay. And him and Diddy are not cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Jay-Z said that too.
Okay, right.
He claims the public only saw one entanglement, but behind closed doors, he says Jada was involved with multiple men during the marriage. According to Bilaal, the list includes well-known industry figures. He says the reason this story keeps getting pushed down is simple. Too many powerful people do not want it fully exposed. Whether people believe him or not, Brother Bilaal says the cheating was not a rumor. He says it was a pattern. Now, with court filings, discovery, and sworn statements in motion, he believes the truth will come out, whether anyone likes it or not.
Within 1 year, it is my belief that Will and Jada will be involved with a sexual case on a criminal level. And I'm gonna say that once again, just so everybody clear. Once I finish the lawsuit and once I finish this civil harassment thing with Jada getting all the discovery, all the interrogatories and giving them to the federal government and also giving it to the assistant attorney general, somebody's going to jail. Somebody. That's my belief. So all this is going on, but it's going to be criminal. Right now, it's all civil.
One of Jada's most public cheating scandals came during Red Table Talk. Jada sat across from Will and finally said out loud what people had been whispering for years. She revealed she had a relationship, something she tried to soften by calling an entanglement. The relationship was with R&B singer August Alsina. This happened while she was still married to Will. That episode exploded to nearly 15 million views in just 24 hours.
But thankfully, Will pressed her to be more clear.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
People could not believe what they were watching. Will looked broken. Jada looked calm. The internet realized their marriage was not what it had been sold as. Jada first met August Alsina back in 2015. At the time, he was only 22 years old. They crossed paths at one of Willow Smith and Jaden Smith's concerts. At the time, August Alsina was struggling badly, physically, mentally, and emotionally. He later revealed that he developed an addiction to painkillers after collapsing on stage during a concert. According to Jada Pinkett Smith, he came to her asking for help with life. She said this during a radio interview. August later said he deeply loved Jada and gave years of his life to the relationship. He said he gave his whole heart and had no regrets about telling the truth. After that, Will Smith and Jada went public about their private separation. They tried to reframe the situation as part of their personal growth. Jada denied August's claim that Will approved of the relationship. However, she did not deny that the relationship happened. When the August Alsina story first came out, most people focused on the shock of it all. But comedian D.L. Hughley looked at it from a very different angle. What he saw made him deeply uncomfortable. He said it seemed like Jada's relationship with August was almost predatory. That is why, for him, the August situation crossed a line. He said it was not about age alone, it was about circumstances, fame, money, influence, and emotional control. D.L. Hughley said, when one person has all the power and the other is barely holding themselves together, that creates a dangerous imbalance. He argued that if the roles were reversed, the public reaction would have been brutal. Comedian Luanell echoed many of those same concerns. She said August was not a snitch. She said he was a hurt man. In her words, when a man is hurt deeply, it can break him in ways people do not take seriously. She pointed out that August Alsina was already fragile before the relationship even began. She said he was dealing with health problems, family losses, emotional trauma, and a lack of real stability. Instead of being guided toward professional help, she said he ended up in a complicated romantic situation with a married woman who held far more power and security than he did.
He was already mental when she got him. Fragile, to say the least. He'd been through, he had a terrible relationship with his mama. You can start right problems. There. Health problems, lost his sister, lost his brother, had his kids, got their kids. He was fragile when she got him. Jaden brought him to her.
Jada.
Jaden.
Oh, Jaden?
Brought him to the home.
Oh, really? That's how he even got in the mix? Oh, man. This gets more interesting by the day.
That's word on the street.
Word on the street. Right.
And, in whatever Will's agreed upon dalliances may have been, you don't hear none of his chicks talking. And Willow didn't bring home one of her little girlfriends, and Will started smashing her.
Allegedly.
I ain't heard no R. Kelly stuff about Will Smith.
Well, I'm not saying underage, but I'm sure Willow got friends over 18.
I'm sure that Will get his own motherfucking so he don't need his daughter to wrangle no bitches for him. But when you take upon a role of mentoring somebody, which I don't know when Jada became the Earth Mother of the world, but okay, last I checked, that was the chick that set it off, and the Cosby Show and stuff like that, and doing some great acting, and we love Jada, the action heroes. She's like a little action hero. But I don't know when she turned into, this guru. But if that's the role you're going to play, then it's not fair to take a boy who's dealing with all that.
Luenell questioned Jada Pinkett Smith's role as a mentor. She said if you take on the responsibility of helping someone heal, you do not blur that line. You do not mix emotional support with romance, especially when the other person is clearly struggling.
The song called Entanglements, where he's basically mocking Will, talking about, I'm doing things that you can't do and this, that, and the third.
No doubt.
And then he said that Will gave him permission.
Well, just like Jada said, can't nobody give you permission to do anything but you. If she would have done it with or without his permission, probably,
I mean, Will crying though on that table, like that Will.
I had already cut it off by then.
The Will, which is replacing the Jordan crying meme. The Will crying meme.
I never saw. I couldn't take it.
Couldn't see it.
No,
you've never seen the Will crying.
No,
meme?
I didn't stay that long.
But did you actually see the picture that I'm talking about?
No. Why, you got it?
Of course I got it.
Oh my God. This is going to replace the Jordan crying meme?
Of course.
Oh man.
Sorry.
I ain't seen it. Oh man. Will.
You've never seen this?
I did see that.
You did see that. I'm saying you can't be on the internet and not see that.
I didn't want to see it.
Both D.L. Hewley and Luenell agreed on one thing. The public reaction would have been completely different if Will Smith had done the same thing under the same circumstances. Now, Dr. Umar Johnson has his own theory about what is really going on between Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. He says it is not about love anymore. According to him, there is no prenuptial agreement. He claims that if this is true, it explains almost everything that is happening now. He believes Jada wants out of the marriage, but not without her share.
They do not have a prenuptial agreement. If that is true, that Will does not have a prenuptial agreement, that helps to understand everything that's transpiring. I believe the reason he's still with her at this point is to safeguard his estate, which he should. And I think the reason why she's being so disrespectful, blatantly disrespectful, bringing up Tupac's proposal, why is that coming up now? Saying Chris Rock tried to hit on her. Why is that being said to the public after this man and your husband got into an altercation at the Emmys? From what it looks like on the outside looking in, and I have nothing against Jada at all. Obviously, I'm a Will Smith fan. Only actor in American history to garner 10 consecutive #1 box office hits. Nobody has ever done that, not even Denzel. Will Smith is the only actor to do that in American history. And on top of that, he's the first rapper to win a Grammy. So his place in history is etched solid. And I just think it's an unfortunate situation because he's been through a lot of things in his life. I never met him personally, but obviously he came out with the book detailing his situation. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but of course I get the reports from it. And I just think it's unfortunate what's going on because on the one hand, you have a man who doesn't want to get took to the cleaners by a woman who really didn't help him build his brand or his name. And on the other hand, you have a woman who says to herself, arguably, I gave you 2 children. I was here for the journey, although I may not have had anything to do directly with your success. I was still your emotional comfort. I was still your wife, your confidant, your partner. And I think she wants out the marriage, and I just think she's going at it in a very dysfunctional way. I think she's trying to embarrass him into divorcing her.
Dr. Umar Johnson says both sides likely feel justified, but where he becomes most critical is in how he believes Jada Pinkett Smith is handling the situation. He says instead of leaving directly, she appears to be applying pressure publicly. Embarrassing moments, awkward revelations, comments that make Will Smith look uncomfortable in his view. He believes this is not random. He says it is a tactic.
They were being interviewed and someone said something to the effect of marriage or divorce. I forget the question or the comment, but Jada responded by saying, quote, "It's cheaper to keep her." I think they said, "Why are you two still together?" And it was in a joking way. They weren't being, there was no animosity. They were not being adversarial. It wasn't even a serious conversation. It was very laid back and relaxed in a joking dialogue. But the person said, Why are you guys still together? And Jada Pinkett Smith's response was, it's cheaper to keep her. He didn't say that, she said it. And I think that speaks to the fact that there was no prenuptial agreement.
Wow, man. So you think she's making all these comments intentionally hoping that he'll divorce her?
Absolutely. If you're not going to let me out of this marriage and give me half of what I feel I'm entitled to, because that's, the American way, women get half of the man's estate, even if they didn't help him build it. And no disrespect to Jada, there's a very strong possibility that she helped Will get to where he is. I really can't see how, because he was always talented. I remember going to a Will Smith concert right here in Philadelphia down at the Spectrum. It was Will Smith, New Edition was the headliners. It was Will Smith, Jazzy Jeff, Roxanne Shante, UTFO. I was a young blood back then. And I still remember Will when he was a rapper on stage. And once he went to Fresh Prince and then Independence Day and all those movies he was just a hit. The man was a hit. Every movie he put out, garnered billions of dollars at the box office. So, but again, I want to be respectful to her. That's a marriage. There's some things behind the scenes that we don't know about, where she could probably argue that she played a significant role, in his development as an actor. I don't know, or as a businessman. But from the outside looking in as a Philadelphian, I don't see that. And I really just feel it's a situation where he's not going to give up half of what he has, and she's going to continue to antagonize him with the belief that if she gets on his nerves enough, he might let her out of the arrangement.
When people talk about Jada's lack of boundaries, many point to her later actions. But some believe the pattern goes all the way back to the very beginning of her relationship with Will. Yes, Will and Jada were married for over 20 years. But what often gets glossed over is how that relationship started. At the time Will and Jada began seeing each other, Will was still legally married to his first wife, Cherie Zampino. Despite being willing to step into that marriage while it was ending, Jada later admitted she never actually wanted to get married herself. She said the only reason she did was because she became pregnant. For many people, that revelation hit harder than anything else. It suggested that the marriage so often described as ride or die may have been built on obligation rather than choice. Some believe Jada has tried to escape that obligation quietly more than once. Do you think more allegations will come to light? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you found this breakdown interesting, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this with someone who needs to see it, and I will see you in the next one.